Hi guys, so I'm going to read part 2 of All-Star Comics number 14. Holland, land of windmills, dikes, and wooden shoes. Its famished people, weakened by ruthless warfare, valiantly continue to battle their two enemies, tyranny and hunger. As night's black mantle cloaks ravaged Amsterdam, Nazi trucks rumble over splintered cobblestones. Hey, old woman, which is the road to Paris? I'll pretend I can't talk and better not move my right arm, or the capsules will fall out. Ach, straight ahead, eh? Good. But that road leads to the Zuiderzee. We have been tricked! The road must be vanished out. I saw you send those trucks and tanks into the water. Why did you do it? Weren't they going to England? That's the general direction. Your swinish sense of humor is going to get you a good beating. That's what you think, pumpkinhead. After I get my whip, you will be glad to tell me who paid you to misdirect the tanks. As the Nazi footsteps die away, the old lady goes through a miraculous transformation. Off come blouse and skirt to reveal the Atom. This must be Ersass's steel. It's as weak as the Nazi mentalities. Short seconds later, as flashing feet pound through a corridor. Who? What's this? Oh, I've heard of him. It's the Atom. And what's your names? Or don't you feel like answering? Now to find some of the hungry Dutch. That's the Atom. What happened to the woman's clothes, Atom? Huh? What? I know all the people in town, and I didn't know that old lady. So when I saw you come out of jail, I knew you had to be disguised. Good head work, youngster. Unfortunately, I also have a stomach. Yes, and if I wasn't so hungry all the time, I'd have the strength to fix those Nazi rats. You're okay, kiddo, and I'm gonna help you. How'd you like a nice, thick, juicy steak? That big! Don't tease, Adam. I'm hungry. Starving. 15 seconds later, inside the house. I wouldn't tease you, fella. Look! A steak! Wow! Let me at it! No, I'd like to eat it all, but I won't. It must be shared. Good boy. But the plucky little Dutch boy's sacrifice isn't carried out because the Atom prepares other meals for assembled Dutch patriots. Your kindness and food, Adam, have given us no fighting energy. Say, would you like to see how we fool the Nazis? What do you have in mind? We'll send the RAF news of some secret Nazi hangars near here. I'll show you how. We'll use the Nazis' latest invention, guns that fire all the way to Dover, to send the information. Using the Nazis' own weapons against them, eh? The shells are hollow. Our men in the factories have seen to that. And in this one, we put in maps which show the location of the hidden Nazi hangars. Shortly after, the Nazis are happy because the shells reach England. And so are we. The English find the duds, open them, and have information. You Dutch people certainly are helping the Allied cause. Say! Sounds like trouble. Come on, bud. If that's trouble, it means only one thing. Nazis! Pigs! I say, I did smell hot chicken. Where is it? You're making a mistake. Oh, maybe your lying tongue will speak the truth after I put you in jail. Don't torture us, please. Courage, Hilda. Meanwhile, let me go. Nobody's going to suffer for what I did. Quiet. You'll have us all locked up. Come to my home. We will plan. He's no swine. He's the answer to our problem. Watch. Look at him. Oh, no. Okay, so the boy speaks first. Look at him. There goes one of the Gestapo. The red-headed swine. He's no swine. He's the answer to our problem. Watch. Somebody's going to enjoy this. And it won't be him. 1, 2, and you're all through. Pooh. What are you going to do with him? You'll see. But first of all, I want some lumber. I don't need red hair because I've got it. Minutes after. Gosh, with these stilts and your red hair, you'll fool anybody. Let's hope. I fool the Nazis into thinking I'm the Gestapo man. Later, in the Nazi jail. Come out, you two. I wish to have words with you. We're not afraid. That's right, and we won't talk. I almost feel sorry for them going with that red-headed stera. Act frightened, you two. Oh, I see. The mighty might soon as his new friends, breathing the fresh air of freedom. I thought it was the end. And it would have been, if not for the Atom. Oh, how does she know who he is right away without the mat? Oh, she probably heard of him because he's beating up people, but maybe it was for the best that it happened. What do you mean? It taught us a lesson. From now on, the food must be eaten with caution. Wonder if the RAF found out that shell with the information in it. The Atom is answered by the thunderous roar of flying fortresses. Below, the building indicated on the Dutch map as the secret hangar. Attack! Whistling bombs plummet down, and Der Führer's planes smashed, ruined. Oh! Holland has had a day to be remembered. Its lion-hearted patriots have been fed by the Atom, and our RAF bombers have smashed more of the Nazis' fast-dwindling supply of warbirds. So, we leave Holland knowing that its tremendous underground army is going to continue to fight. Fight! Fight! And Nazi concentration camps rustle with secret rumor. So yeah, I guess by then they already knew about the concentration camps. I don't know if they're going to be portrayed as bad as they were in real life, though. I'm not sure. But yeah, because they were really like looking at photos of that. That's one of the most horrible. Anyway, but the Justice Society is feeding Europe, and Europe's grateful underground armies are rising against the fanatic forces of barbarism. Superstitious Adolf sees his fate in. Tea leaves. You say you see my fate is in there? What is it? Not only your fate, but the fate of all evil ones. Look. It's him. That's his name, all right. Those is Dr. Fate. Those Justice Society members, always they have spoiled my plans. Now suppose one of them was here, in Germany. A member of the Justice Society in Germany? Yes. For in this cruel, cold-blooded country are former freemen who have been made slaves, men from all walks of life, whose only crime was that they loved liberty. Flung into concentration camps, they stand listlessly about and speak. It's useless to hope for food. We are the last the Nazis will feed. Yes, and letting us starve to death is an inexpensive way for the Nazis to get rid of us. Unseen, a silent, shadowy shape shoots from the sky above. Dr. Fate. Somebody's going to be surprised. Shh! Don't make a sound. Who are you? Another Nazi torturer? I've brought food for you men in the concentration camps. Food? For us? But why? Why? Because your prisoners are members of a worldwide fraternity of fighters for freedom. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Besides, before long, you'll do your bit to help humanity once again, and we'll need strength. Actually, I think this story, like, the whole story might be just non-canon. Because, like I said last issue, or the last video, there was in universe in DC, Hitler had a device called the Spear of Destiny, which prevented the Justice Society from going on Axis soil. So, yeah, this story may not be actually, like, entirely canon. Well, the Germany part, anyway. I guess if Hitler didn't know about the Justice Society going to the other Axis-occupied countries, but Dr. Fate going to Germany is kind of disproves the whole Spear of Destiny thing. There was another explanation for it in the comic Golden Age, where it said that there were these metahumans that used to mind control German metahumans, and they'd mind control any superheroes going on any Nazi-occupied soil or anything like that, instead of the Spear of Destiny. So I guess that could explain... That's probably a much better explanation than the Spear of Destiny. But if you guys want to just look that up, if it's probably on... The Spear of Destiny is on... in DC's on DC database, DC Wiki, if you want, or it might be on Wikipedia too. But besides, before long, you'll do your bit to help humanity once again, and will need strength. My main problem is how to get the men together to eat. Wait, I've an idea. Who? I can use that uniform, rat. 60 seconds later, or after, this first aid kit suggests another idea to me. Now to find a sentry. Headquarters orders, lowly sentry. First aid practice for officers. We are to use your sentries to practice on. My eyes too, Herr Captain. Certainly, you dummkopf. You never can tell when you might get injured there. One by one, the sentries are rendered completely helpless. Sorry, I can't stop to admire my work, boys. The prisoners are waiting to put on a collective feed bag. Thus sheltered from vengeful vandals, the once despairing men are fed. Tell me, do any of you work for the Nazis? Do we? Ha! About 18 hours a day. They make us do dangerous work, that of loading the big shells with gunpowder. If an accident happens, then there are fewer of us. Then come with me. I'll show you how to commit sabotage without the Nazis finding out. Show us how! Just show us! In the prison factory, now left unguarded, the man of mystery explains his daring plan. These are your working implements, eh? The shell itself, gunpowder and sand, with which to polish the shell case. So for some reason the comic, it gets, really blurry. I think it's only for this page, it's really weird. Listen carefully. If you mix sand with this gunpowder, the shells will explode, but will lose their tremendous velocity. Of course, sand! Sand inside the gun shell, with enough power also there to make the shell explode. Exactly. And the Nazis will not understand why their shots fall short of their marks. Ho ho! The Nazi swine will be shooting their own men with these after we get through. But dark danger lurks nearby as slitted eyes watch the duo. Remember that face. In the days that follow swiftly, prisoners work harder than ever for the Nazis, sabotaging their big shells. Shell ready? I hear too. Another one coming up. I don't know what got into them. They work like men of iron on crackers and water. If I do not know better, I'd say they were getting fat. And in Berlin, I tell you, everybody's getting as big as I am in these conquered countries. I'm jealous. I think that's supposed to be Hermann Goering. That's supposed to be he was second in command to Hitler, or I think he was. Yeah, he was one of the high-ranking Nazis. Nonsense! We have not left them anything to eat. They're being well fed, I say. Stop giving me my own propaganda. I tell the rest of the world just that. But don't try to tell me such silly stories. I know they're starving. But starving men can't work day and night, producing the shells of war. And that is what these prisoners are doing. Every shell is a phony. Every one. That food is making you work wonders. Say, what's that? On all sides, Gestapo men rise up, and we heard you, you are saboteurs. You have been fooling us, but we are wise now. Then a face to be remembered glares with hatred. I've informed on you. I've told. They know everything. I was planted among you by the Gestapo. I suppose all Berlin knows about this. Nein. All the credit for this I take myself. I will be made a general to this. Ja. Well, that's fine. In fact, that's all I want to know. Oh. Lunging with lightning, like speed, a flashing figure explodes into action. If you are the only ones who know, then my friends are safe. Don't, get him! It means medals! The old shell game for you, rats! Oof! And now for my fine feathered friend, the stool pigeon. No! This is the second time you're opening your big mouth about the sand. Only this time, instead of talking about the stuff, you're going to eat it. And I should have explained the Spear of Death. So that was written basically as an excuse. The Spear of Destiny and the super villain that had the ability to like mind control heroes. That was written like as a way to explain why the Justice Society or like Superman couldn't just go to Nazi Germany and just take out Hitler immediately. That was why that was made, because they were powerful enough, obviously, to do that, the Justice Society. So that was just like a way to explain it. I should have said that earlier. I'm sorry about that. So sorry if you didn't understand, guys didn't understand what I was saying. I'm sorry, but you're a terror in action, Dr. Fate. But it's no use. The rest of the Gestapo will get us. If I take these men out of the country, who's to know? Seems as though I've netted myself a little profit on this adventure. Ha ha ha! Had fun, but a good day's work. Yeah, but why? They're still in the camp. Okay. I mean, Dr. Fate can just, like, send them anywhere. Like, Dr. Fate's, like, one of the most powerful characters ever. I mean, he himself, I mean, if this retcon wasn't made, he just single-handedly take care of all this. But yeah, I don't know. That's pretty stupid. Even without like that, that's still pretty stupid. I mean, why he could just send like the concentration camp prisoners to like America or Britain or something like or Canada or I don't know, but yeah, I don't know why he doesn't free him. But Norway, blanketed in snow and the despotism of Nazi warlords, the gallant little kingdom is starving. All its food ruthlessly taken to feed the German conquerors. The people of Norway are almost helpless, but inwardly seething with brave rebellion. Now let us turn to a side street in a little town in northern Norway, where a familiar figure pads silently towards a house. Then, poor chap, playing with toys. Oppression must have unbalanced him. That Norwegian who fled to London when the commandos raided Narvik gave me the name and the address of their leader of the Norwegian Underground Army.
Oh, we've done nothing. We're innocent.
Shh, be quiet. I'm a friend. I've come from other friends in London. Gunther sent me to see his brother.
No, no, he isn't here.
What's the trouble, Martha?
Go away, Eric. Please go away.
Ah, the man who plays with toys. What's the mystery here?
Oh, these. Why, just a little hobby of mine. I like to make toys. Sometimes I sell some of the cheaper things.
Look here. Oh, geez, I did the wrong voice. Look here. You don't have to lie to me. I'm a friend. See these capsules? It's food. I smuggled it from America. Watch.
Food? You have food?
Nothing else but. Keep your eyes open as I pour this solution over the capsule I put on this plate.
Look, the capsules are turning into chicken swabs, of all things.
What's the matter with her?
Oh, Harriet, Harriet. So weak, so hungry.
Poor kid. She's suffering from lack of food. She fainted at the sight of it, but she'll be all right.
I have opposed you long enough, Eric. I can refuse no longer. You must do your duty.
Martha! Say, what goes on here? Eric takes Dr. Midnight into his workroom.
I'm an inventor. I've been working on a special gun to destroy submarines. Nazi submarines. A man can't work without while his hunger gnaws at his stomach. Now, thanks to you and your wonderful Justice Society, things are going to be different. Watch the torpedo as I fire it. It plunges into the water after the sub. I change the direction of the submarine by radio control. Ah, see the torpedo? It also changes its direction, following the submarine. It never fails. The torpedo always finds its mark. Martha has refused to let me try to escape to England with my invention, for fear I'll be killed. But now that you, an American, have brought food for us, she feels differently.
Let's go inside. The child will get well swiftly. But what of the rest of your people? I must also feed them.
You shall. Come.
High on a Norwegian mountaintop, which only the most skilled skiers can reach, Dr. Midnight meets the patriots.
They have taken our rifles, our jobs, and our food. But they can't take away our love of liberty.
Here is food. The quantity is almost inexhaustible, and it's easy to hide. One pill can feed a family for days. Just treat it with the solution I have given you.
You have given them hope, Dr. Midnight. With strength, ending food in them, my people can continue their fight against tyranny. Follow me, and tonight I'll show you a surprise party.
Good. That evening.
Do you see the boats?
Yes. Say, they're commandos. Powerful binoculars bring the swift, sure action seemingly within arm's reach. Below, gallant Norsemen direct their agile allies.
The ammunition is hidden in the next house. We'll take care of that.
There goes somebody's stored up ammunition.
It did belong to the Nazis. Ha ha ha.
The food you brought gave my men the energy to continue their fight for freedom. See? And how? They're fighting side by side with the commandos. Suddenly,
look, Nazi soldiers! They're going to cut the commandos off from the shore.
We must warn them.
Of course we must warn them. But how? Wait, there is a way, but a dangerous one.
What are we waiting for? Then, skis gliding over the hard-packed snow, Dr. Midnight and Eric zoom along with express train speed. Listen, Eric, why not hop one of those commando boats and get to England with your invention?
But my wife... Uh-oh, here comes more Nazi trouble. All of them, kill the cursed Norwegians.
Steel-like muscles dig ski poles deep into the snow. A supple body swings into the air and...
Timber!
Oh,
come on, don't waste time here, we've got to travel.
Right with you. Just a little mop-up job to do. Short seconds after, as hot lead carries deadly whining messages of hate.
Woo!
Where to now?
The town is right ahead. All we've got to do is clear that rock barrier ahead.
Blimey, what a jump! Get going. A Nazi diversion is coming down the mountain. You've got to come with us now, Eric.
If only I could tell Martha, my wife.
I'll send word to your wife through Hootie. He'll find her, then follow us.
All right, and when I come back, it'll be to a free Norway.
30 minutes later, in the little town of Narkov.
I shouldn't cry, for I really am glad he got away. Now you'll help fight those horrible Nazis. We have food, Mommy. We can be strong and brave now.
And miles away,
farewell, my Norway. Wherever I go, I'll be fighting for you.
All the liberty-loving peoples will be fighting by your side too, and all for the same thing, not for revenge, but for justice. So, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoy the video. So I'll make part 3 probably tomorrow. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.